The Pierce County Sheriff's Office has named 37-year-old Maurice Clemens as a person of interest in the cold-blooded killings of 4 police officers earlier today. An intense manhunt is still underway for this man who remains at large. The horrific murders occurred in broad daylight at a coffee shop in Lakewood, Washington, just outside of Tacoma. Detective Ed Troyer, the spokesman for the Pierce County Sheriff's Office, joins us now from the scene of the crime. Detective Troyer, we hear that this suspect has been located and police are searching his house. Can you verify this?
He has not been located. We are currently looking for him, and we are serving search warrants on multiple locations. He's still being sought.
What do we know about the suspect, Maurice Clemens? It's been said that the killings were carried out execution style as well. What can you tell us tonight?
Well, we believe the person who did this, the suspect, walked into the coffee shop, went up to the counter and acted like he was going to place an order. When he went past all 4 of the police officers, he opened up his coat, pulled out a gun, and started firing upon them, hitting a couple of them immediately, shooting a 3rd one on the way out, and he fought with the 4th one and struggled till they got out on the porch of the coffee shop, and some shots were exchanged, and he went down, and unfortunately all 4 officers died from their wounds.
Detective Troyer, what can you tell us about the suspect? There's some reports coming out that this is someone with a long criminal history, a recidivist, with numerous offenses.
Well, we know that he has a conviction robbery charge in Arkansas, and that he has been transferred out to Department of Corrections out here in the state of Washington. We're still trying to figure out how and why that happened. And since he's been here, he's been charged with rape of a child in the 2nd and assault on a police officer in the 3rd in separate incidents. So this won't be his first time with the run-in with law in both states.
Yeah, the information I have also says he has at least 5 felony convictions in Arkansas and at least 8 felony charges in Washington, including the one that you just mentioned, rape of a child. So this is somebody that there's going to be a lot of questions about, why a person like this wasn't in custody, especially with that kind of serious pending charge.
Absolutely. That's one of the things we're looking at, why he wasn't in custody. With the serious charge out here, he was out on $150,000 bail. So he did have a high bail amount on him, but somehow managed to make the bail and get out, and he was out free pending the charges.
Yeah, to me, I don't find $150,000 to be high enough bail, sufficient enough when you have been at least accused of a crime of that nature. I think the obligation and the duty to the public to protect them and to public safety far outweighs his ability to be able to post bail and get out.
Well, absolutely. You're not arguing with us on that.
Right.
We're law enforcement. Sometimes we believe, especially when it comes to raping a child and sex crimes against kids, there should be no bail and no second chances.
Well, I agree with you there. As a former prosecutor, and my sympathies and condolences go out to the families of the 4 fallen officers, and I'm looking forward to getting this guy tonight. I hope you guys found him. I know that you've got a number of locations. You've got SWAT teams out there, so I think hopefully we'll get this resolved very quickly. Detective Troyer, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And again, if you have any information at home on the shootings and who this person is, where he is tonight, please call the Pierce County Sheriff's Office at 866-977-2362. We're going to have much more on the search for this gunman a little later in the program, and we'll speak with the owners of the restaurant, of that coffee shop where today's horrific shooting took place.